I was wanting to have a bit of an insight and talk about the energetics within your business. Obviously, everyone knows that I'm an energy worker and work with Reiki and all that kind of stuff. And so I just kind of wanted to pass on some information, maybe some tools that you can bring in or not, do whatever you want with them. But basically, just remembering the state of our own energy can reflect our business as well, which you've been trained in Reiki, Leanne, so you know all about this as well. But I know that there are some people who have not. And so if anyone watching this is not, then that's cool. You don't have to be a Reiki master or anything like that to kind of do this. Um, it's just being aware of the self, knowing what parts of us, tapping into the different parts of us and asking the right questions to figure out what the root cause is for something to feel out of balance, what's
Yes.
being blocked in the business. And so I'm going to be really fancy because I have made a slideshow. Okay, so how energy can influence your business. So obviously, as I said, I'm a Reiki practitioner, a master. I teach Reiki, all that kind of stuff. So this is a big element of Reiki, is learning the chakras. It's a big thing that I teach. And so usually Reiki is traditionally viewed as an energy healing modality used within the health conscious clients. But it also translates really, really well into our world of business. So Reiki, it really tunes in for you to become aware of your energy and therefore the energy around us. It's being in a mindful state in all relationships with ourselves, with our clients, with, our coaches, with our teams, our groups, all that kind of stuff. It makes our interactions and just helps with encounters in our life. This is all about fine tuning of our neurology for our health and stress relief. So when we have beautiful, our energies in flow and open, we're open to beautiful, fresh ideas. We're really creative in our solutions. And so being attuned to Reiki is a practice of channeling the alpha brain waves and being mindful, attentiveness consistently in everything that you do 24/7 on yourself, your family, pets, your creativity, business, all that kind of stuff. And this is about being your authentic self. It's about being in tune with ourselves so that when we're feeling stuck or blocked or whatever, we can kind of figure out, we can get to the root cause of it and just take some action on our awareness. So, because our business is an extension of our energy, and especially as coaches, like we are the business. So if we are in fear mode, flight mode, or nervous, or just disappointed or angry or whatever, it's going to come across to our clients. Our clients are going to feel it. So whatever negative energy is blocking you or leaving you feeling tired and burned out, it's going to interfere with our business flow as well. And so in order to get yourself out of the business mental slump or emotional or physical slump, we need to fine tune our energy frequently. And I quite often, hopefully this is, I know, I've got a really cool photo. So the concept of our energy centers, which are often referred to as chakras, stems from the ancient Eastern spiritual and healing traditions. You obviously, they talk about it in yoga and meditation, healing modalities like Reiki or Palawa or Seishim, all that kind of stuff. And so when we're able to release those blockages within our energy centers, um, flow, the flow can come through. So everything is in flow, like our money, our ideas, our shitty situations, our fabulous situations, like everything is in this constant flow. And so we don't want to hold on to anything really, really tightly because that then kind of invokes the fear emotion that we're going to lose something, but we're never going to lose it, right? It's always just in our temporary possession. We're guardians of it, almost, It's not us coming through us. So let's get introduced to the energy centers of our bodies that can become blocked or sluggish or whatever, that reduces our energy flow and therefore our flow within our business, whether it's clients or money or creativity in the products that we're creating. So just very briefly, and this is really brief, our little chakras are like mini vortexes of energy placed alongside our spine. So we have this beautiful energetic spinal cord that kind of connects to, consciousness or divine and Mother Earth. And all of our energy centers kind of come off that. So we really want to make sure that that energy spine is in flow and is clear. So when you think of like a clotted artery, I know the visual's not that great, but if it's all clogged, the blood doesn't go through very well. So we want to keep all that dross away. And so these little chakras are spinning like vacuum funnels. So they're constantly drawing in energy from our external world and also giving out energy from our internal out. So there's this constant movement of energy around us. So everything in our lives can cause these to be blocked or sluggish or whatever. Our environment, our what we feed ourselves, our mind, our thoughts, everything. So to have balanced and aligned chakras will benefit you to make you feel happier and healthier and more in tune with yourself. Does that make sense so far? Nice, excellent. So I love, because I quite often show this to my Reiki students, everyone actually. When people go, how often do I need to, clear my energy or have a Reiki session or whatever. And I love coming back to this. So this little guy here is Pigpen from the Charlie Brown cartoon series. And if you know him, he's just like covered in dust all the time. And so quite often I refer to this. So, once you've had an energy clearing or you've done a meditation to clear your energy or whatever you've done, we're nice and clear. But as soon as we step outside or as soon as we interact or come in contact with someone or something, like we start picking up the shit. And it's an unconscious thing. And it's everything from like radio waves to microwaves to just, being outside in the pollution, as well as our internal, whatever's going on for us internally. And so I love this whole concept of, you feel like this beautiful, clean pig pen after a Reiki session or after you've done an energy clearing or whatever. But then as soon as you step outside, we do start to attract the crap. And so, it's this constant thing that we have to just keep constantly clearing ourselves, because it's an unconscious thing that we are bringing all this stuff in. And so by understanding how our internal world and our external world can cause chakras to become stagnated or blocked, this is the key in helping you to gain more self-knowledge in yourself, and for you then to gain the tools to create a better work life and personal life for yourself in a more holistic manner. Do you have any questions so far? Cool. So when we have that ability to, to go internally, go into our inner world, reflect and connect and harmonize our energy, it can really help us to promote our overall physical, emotional, spiritual well-being, mental well-being, like all of our well-beings. When our chakras are in harmony, we can experience increased energy flow, like I was saying. So this leads to improved vitality. So we're going to feel good. We're going to feel energized. It's going to reduce the stress and it's going to gain clarity because we're going to have that clear mind. Also, balanced chakras can enhance our own self-awareness, our emotional stability, because when we're aware of what emotion we're not maybe processing, we can sit and actually process and clear it. And we have a connection to our higher self, the divine God, whatever you want to call it, consciousness. And so this fosters a deeper sense of purpose and inner peace here on earth. So you become more grounded here on earth. So just very quickly, the chakra locations. So the crown chakra, kind of that governs the top of the head and the area above it. The third eye chakra, so they kind of, I've got them in the picture here that they're at the front and the back. They kind of govern this whole section. So it's not, so it's not just there, it's like all over. Our throat section, obviously, this kind of incorporates our lower jaw as well. So our mouth and our ears, that whole throat section there. Heart section, obviously the heart space, and our arms are an extension of our heart space as well. So that giving and receiving. Solar plexus is this area above, you can't see where I'm pointing now, but the area above your belly button. So going all the way around there, kind of under your boobs to around the back. The sacral chakra governs the area around your, just underneath your belly button, and obviously at the sacrum area at the back as well. And then the base is what connects us to Mother Earth. So it's basically the pelvis and everything below the pelvis. And as you can see, they're like the colors of the rainbow. I love that. I love colors, right? So when our energy is clear and in harmony, it becomes a buffer for bullshit. And so quite often people say, how can I protect my energy? Blah, blah, blah. People say, step into a gold bubble and all that kind of stuff. But for me, I love to empower the person to come. It comes from inside. So it comes from the energy within us. And then as we can then kind of grow that. So I kind of see it as, in our sacral chakra where we've got this beautiful fire burning, right? Because it's our center of passion, which we'll be going through. And so when you can breathe life into that and just keep expanding it, that's when you're stepping inside the bubble, but it comes from inside. So as the bubble's kind of expanding, you're kind of pushing out all the shit as well, because we don't want that. We don't want that shit. And so the more we look after ourselves, that thicker that bubble becomes. And so if you come across anything that triggers you during the day, if you've got this beautiful, strong bubble that's come from the inside out, you've got this beautiful area of grace where you don't have that knee-jerk reaction. So you've got that beautiful, you take that step back and go, I'm not going to take it on. Whereas when we don't look after ourselves and we've been flogged and we've been exhausted and we're not sleeping and we're not eating very clear, like our bubble's not great, if there's one at all. And so if there's a trigger, we're just going to snap because there's no buffer. So yeah, coming from the inside out. So it comes from you. So your best protection is when you look after yourself on all areas. So some of the benefits of looking after and clearing our energy, and especially in the business world. So this can kind of correlate to our base chakra. And I'll kind of go through. So the base chakra is all about like our survival, grounding. It's our strong foundations. We want to feel safe and secure with our base chakra. So obviously in business, like our finances, we want to know that our business is supporting us. We want to have that firm foundation. We want to feel grounded that we know what the hell we're doing in our business, right? So allowing that flow to come through, coming from these beautiful, great ideas that come through the crown chakra, into the heart, through the gut, but really we want to bring them into action and manifest them and ground them onto Mother Earth. This is our foundation. So we want our foundation of the business to be really, really strong. So we need to have our foundation physically really strong. So when our base chakra is balanced, or all of our chakras are balanced, we're better equipped to handle any stresses in a healthy way. So I'm not saying that you're not going to be triggered, you're not going to have any stresses, but you'll be able to put strategies into place to be able to prevent burnout, to maintain a clear mind in challenging situations. we can become more resilient. Like if we've built this beautiful, strong bullshit bubble, we've got that buffer. So it enables us to stand strong in ourselves, and it helps to navigate high pressure situations. So when we're grounded in the work that we do and we know what we want, we know what our purpose is, we then can talk to clients with absolute surety that we know what we're doing. There's nothing worse than talking to someone going, oh, well, I'm not quite sure, blah, 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 because it kind of is all airy fairy, which just means that they're up in their head and not actually grounded in the work that they're doing. So this stability contributes to better decision making under pressure, right? Because it's coming down from the very core of who you are rather than just like, oh, I don't know. It prevents burnout, and it maintains a positive work environment. So if you know what the hell you're doing, like other people feel safe and secure around that and will support and enhance your oh enhance um, your work. Hi Sally, thanks for joining us.
Sorry to jump in late.
No,
I was
that's
on
okay.
another call. I was like, oh, I've got to get out. Thanks.
That's good. So we're just going through the energetics of how when we keep our own energy clear helps in our business. So it keeps the flow of our business beautiful when we keep ourselves beautiful. And this is why Melinda always talks about self-care, because it's really, really crucial, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, socially, intellectually, like all of them. And so the base chakra, so bringing awareness to the base chakra can be things like, so a metaphor can be something like the rug's being pulled from under me. Yeah, so you're kind of going, fuck, like I have everything in control, but now I just don't know what the hell's going on. So you can ask yourself, okay, where in my business am I feeling insecure? What is my financial situation like? Are my outgoings more than my ingoings? Or am I just not getting clients? Is there no flow? There's no financial flow. But also, am I looking after my physical self? Do you need just to get to move? Because when we don't move, our body energy gets stagnant and we feel sluggish, we feel crap. So if we feel crap, it's a reflection on our business. That's going to come into that as well. You're not going to get new energy coming in. And so balancing our energies, we can have enhanced emotional intelligence. And this is my thing at the moment. I fucking love emotional intelligence. It's sexy as fuck, but very, very rare. So I'm trying to, get people to become more emotional intelligent. And so this can correlate with our sacral chakra. So it's all about our sacral chakra, is about our creativity. It's about our wants and our desires. It's our pleasure center, right? So it's the things that make us feel good. So having balanced chakras can contribute to emotional stability and self-awareness. And so I was talking about before, when like honoring your emotions, it's our emotional center. So if we're feeling shitty, if we're feeling sad, if we're feeling happy, like really allow yourself to go through it. And remember, it's not you, you're just feeling it. It's a flow. It's a process. So allow your body to finish that process by just sitting with it, acknowledging it and allowing the energy to flow. For some reason where, it's a bad thing to kind of feel angry or sad or frustrated, yet we'll laugh till our heart's content till we're crying. It's the same sort of thing. It's a built up of energy that needs to be released from our bodies. So if we're blocking that, we're going to block somewhere in our business some kind of flow. Our creativity, we'll go, I don't know what to do with the next program. I don't know how to put a slideshow together. I don't know how to deliver this with, authenticity and all that kind of stuff. Does that make sense? Expressed, not suppressed. Yes, Sally. I love it. Whoops, I just lost everything. Oh yeah, there we go. And the more you can connect with your emotions, you become more self-aware. allowing yourself to better understand and manage your own emotions as well as those as your colleagues, clients, and partners. So, you'll be able to realize when someone might be feeling down. And like if you're not working on an outside gig where you've got a team of people, so people in this, like our group here, reach out and just go, oh my God, just sit with them. Some people just want someone to acknowledge that, they're feeling frustrated or whatever. So our sacral chakra. So a metaphor can be something like, oh my God, I've got a knot in my stomach. So language is really important too. So listening to your clients, listening to their language, because they may be able to directly tell you what is not being processed or where they are stuck in their life, just through their language. So if you can correlate, oh, not in your stomach, okay, the stomach area is around, the sacral chakra. So it's all about their emotions, their pleasure center. So what are they not doing that's, they stopped all pleasure because they feel guilty or, they feel ashamed or whatever. And so things for yourself that you can maybe ask yourself is my work overall bringing me pleasure? Do you need to tweak something? Are you doing something in the business that you go, I fucking hate this now. I need to swap it or tweak it or something. Because again, when you're delivering your work, people know if you love it or not. Are you honoring your emotions, like I was saying before? And then outside of work as well, are you pursuing your hobbies? Like outside of work, what's bringing you pleasure? Do you go dancing on a Monday night or joining a choir, or do you paint or you do puzzles or like whatever it is? You've got to make sure that there's pleasure somewhere inside your life as well as in the business. Does that make sense? Everyone following? Sweet. Beautiful. All right, by clearing your energy, we can have optimized energy levels. So having balanced chakras ensures a steady flow of energy throughout your body. Like I was talking about, that energetic spine, yeah? So we want to make sure that that is clean and cleared kind of all the time. And even if it's just a visualization that you've got white light coming down through your whole body and just removing all the dross and sending it to Mother Earth. Because doing this prevents energy crashes and it helps you to maintain consistent productivity throughout your workday. And so if you know that, 3 o'clock, you get the 3 o'clock slumps, like go out and move your body or go and do a visualization where you just, reset, take 3 deep breaths into your belly. So clear energy means clear purpose. With clear energy flow, it allows you to stand strong in your power because you know that you're good. You know what you're doing. You're owning your business. You're owning your niche. You're owning what you're delivering. And with clarity comes courage. And so this kind of works with the solar plexus chakra, which is that area just above the belly button. So runs all around, governs that whole sort of section of your body. So a metaphor could be something like stepping into your power or taking back your power. Questions you can ask yourself are, am I owning my authority in my work? Do you need to do a little bit more research or study or whatever? Are you respecting your boundaries with work? Are you finishing at a specific time? Are you starting at a specific time? Because if you are not respecting your boundaries, like that's where burnout can occur. Yeah, that bubble of bullshit becomes really small and you've got no buffer. And so you get triggered and you react from, not a great place. Are you expanding within your business or are you just keeping small and doing the same thing? So that comfort zone, which can be really nice sometimes, but especially in the coaching business, like there's so many coaches out there at the moment, we need just to keep on top of things. We need to, what are you offering that no one else kind of is? And own that shit, right? And so the solar plexus chakra is all about the personal power. keeping your personal power. It's about our self-esteem. And yes, it might go up and down, and that's cool. But come back to stepping in your power, like come back to, your journals and that sort of stuff, where you're reminding yourself your gratitude, your wins, where you're reminding yourself, oh my God, I can do what I'm doing. I am good at my job. I'm amazing. Awesome. This is where our ego sits as well. And that's a whole nother subject. Like, I love working with ego. It's our best teachers. Do we have any questions so far? Beautiful. Excellent. Ah, yes, Sal.
Just a practical one because I was late on. Will this be available in the library in the recordings?
I am recording it. So whether Mel puts it into the library, I'm not sure, but I can definitely give you a recording as well.
Yeah, I think it would be great. Like, I don't know about you, Leanne, but I'd love to tell everybody else they should jump onto the recording if they couldn't make it today.
Yeah.
And just get a sense of what you're offering, because this is really great. Thank you.
Oh, pleasure. Thanks, Sally. That's so nice. Okay, keeping our energy clear. We can create harmonious team dynamics and positive leadership. And again, if you're not working in an outside gig, it's the coaching, our group here. Yeah. So balanced chakras can positively influence interpersonal relationships with our team or with our groups, with your tribe, the groups that you create. So when you can come from a place of loving what you do and having gratitude for your team and your clients and your coaches and the support group, like, you absolutely radiate confidence and charisma. That's when people shine, right? Oh my God, you're glowing. Oh my God, you've got so much charisma. And it makes you a more impactful leader because you love what you're doing. Like, you talk really fast, blah, blah, blah. Like, Melinda's a perfect example of that, right? Because she just loves it. She's like, can't get the information out to us fast enough. And we love that because it's like, fuck, she loves what she's doing. And it's inspiring and encouraging and motivating for us. Yeah. Well, it is for me anyway. So this presence, like her mere presence, inspires trust amongst your group. It boosts morale, motivation, and engagement. Like, everyone engages in her conversations and her, her stuff that she gives us. Yeah. So all which contribute to a more cohesive and productive workplace. So we end up sharing our stories and helping one another through this, just through that beautiful, coming from that heart space. So this is the heart chakra. So, obviously all that space around the heart. And like I said before, our arms are an extension of our heart chakra. So that giving and receiving, hugs. Yeah, people love that. And so some metaphors can be like, oh my God, I've got a really heavy heart. And again, can be in the client's language. They could be telling you exactly where they are. And so for questions for yourself, are you serving your clients from love? And I know Melinda talks about this. Are you coming, because you need the cash and you've got that, kind of contracted energy of fear and desperation, security, which is base chakra stuff, right? Or are you just opening it up and just going, oh my God, I'm here to help this person. I don't care whether it's $5, $50, 5,000, whatever. Then there's elements of you. Do you forgive your past self? Like, or do you often kind of go into, oh my God, 2 years ago I did that and what an idiot and blah, 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 blah. So again, that's a contractive energy. So just understand and forgive yourself that you were coming from a place with the information that you had. And again, use it as a teacher to go, oh my God, look how far I've come. This is what I would do now. And you can put some really healthy strategies in place. Do you give yourself the same compassion that you give other people? Or are you as hard as fuck? You go, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Like, would you say that to a client? No. So this is where Melinda talks about consistency. Be consistency in your own language. Doesn't matter who it's being delivered to. Oh, I can't get the chat up. Oh, here we go. Our worst critics. 100%. Like, it's ridiculous, right? Our poor little selves. We're just learning and growing, and we have to meet ourselves where we are, just like we met our clients where they are. Yeah. All right, clear chakras. We can have enhanced communication skills. So this correlates with the throat chakra, obviously, communication, yeah? So the throat chakra enhances our ability to express ideas clearly and persuasively. And if all our chakras are balanced, like our base chakra, if we've got a firm foundation, we know what we're trying to say. We're stepping into our power, right? Solar plexus. Heart chakra, we're coming from love. Like, we get persuasive because we're so, we love what we're doing, and we know that it's amazing product that we're giving our clients. It helps us in negotiations and with client interactions. So communication is about clear speech and clear hearing. It's about being authentic. Now, comprehension is like the best thing. It's like the main thing in communication. So it's always, if you don't know if a client has understood you, get them to relay. Just repeat what I've said so that I know that you've understood and I've been able to express myself clearly. And then vice versa. If you want to repeat yourself or repeat what the client has said to make sure that you've understood what they're trying to portray. So when this center is cleared, it fosters strong relationships with clients and team members, resulting in smoother negotiations, better client interactions, and improved collaborations, because we don't want any misunderstandings. And sometimes when someone repeats something that you've said, you can go, oh shit, no, I totally didn't mean it like that. So comprehension is massive, massive. So we've got to be careful what we hear, make sure we hear from their perspective, and make sure our communication has been heard the way we want it to be heard. Does that make sense? Beautiful. Do you want to repeat that back to me? Beautiful.
No problem. So what I'm hearing you say is
Continue.
that, in order to be stepping into our power and be coming from love and being able to be really persuasive, we also need to be being really clear in the way that we speak and in the way that we share, what it is that we want to say from an authentic place, but also checking in, making sure that it's landing in the way that we intend, so that, and also checking back with our clients that what we're hearing is what they actually mean as well.
I love that. So amazing. And so the throat chakra, so a metaphor or just something that vocab that your client might be saying is something like, I'm really choked up, or I can't talk about it, or I can't, they might be clearing their throat a lot, or have like physical ailments, like suffering from chronic tonsillitis or laryngitis, or lose their voice or whatever. Or they might just not talk at all. And so for you can ask yourself, am I meeting my client where they're at? And in this is this beautiful dialogue that you can just make sure that you're, connecting with them. Am I living my truth? And I love this because this is actually one of the Reiki principles, is living your truth. So working in an environment where you're in alignment with your values. Or are you working at a car salesman where they're saying, my God, the engine's shit, but just sell it like a $5,000 bonus, or I don't know, whatever. Like, you've got to be in alignment with the work that you do, because people will know. You'll know. And are you speaking your truth? Am I speaking my truth, or am I talking out of my ass? So beautiful, some self-reflections there. Clear chakras, so it can help with our innovation and adaptability. So balanced chakras can encourage an open mind and willingness to embrace change, allowing you to adapt to changes that can happen in business. And so I love the idea of having goals and all that kind of stuff. Also have that flexibility. Sometimes I've been shown that we are heading towards a goal in order to come across something that's on our path. So if we weren't heading towards this goal, we would never have seen this over there that speaks to us and like lights us up and goes, oh my God, I want to bring that into my business or whatever. So be flexible, because shit is going to happen in life. Shit is going to happen in business, right? And so have these goals, but also be flexible with stuff that's going to happen. So when our energy is in flow, there's no negative energy buildup, and this leads to improved concentration. This can empower you to generate innovative ideas that can help you to think outside the box. So it's clear head, right? So here we're talking about the third eye. So it's all our mind stuff. And so as much as the logical element in our business is crucial, we need to then keep the energy flowing. It doesn't get stuck in the logical brain. We've got to keep it then flowing into the heart. Is this part of my business in alignment with my heart? Do I love what I'm doing? And then bringing it down into the gut area. Right, does it sit well with my gut, or are there tight knots in my stomach? And then bring it down into your base chakra, like ground it. And this is taking the action on this awareness that's coming through the body. So you're allowing all these ideas to flow through and go through the body. Think outside the box, develop unique solutions, stay ahead of the competition in rapidly evolving business that our coaching is. And so when you're so in your head, that's when you can get, I wanted to say brain cramps, but like headaches, right? And we think too much. We're like, oh my gosh, I can't. And it gets too much. We're all in our head. So we need to keep shifting that movement of energy, the ideas from our head to our heart, to our gut, to our base chakra. Like create. That's part of the creation flow, is having the idea, making sure it sits in alignment with your values, making sure you're emotionally charged with it, like it makes you feel amazing, and then taking action on it to manifest into real life. Does that make sense? Nice. So the third eye chakra. So this is all about dreaming big. It's like removing all those limitations, like societal limitations or self-beliefs and all that kind of stuff. Thinking outside the box. So it allows your brain to literally kind of go, whoo, pure potentiality. So some things that if you're feeling stuck in this area, so what is your point of difference from others in your niche? How are you being inspired? Because if we're not being inspired, we're kind of stuck. Like there's no flow of energy. You want to be able to read something or see something or do something that, or talk to somebody to go, oh my God, that's right. Like the energy of that is so beautiful and moving. Whereas when you're not, it's like stagnant, like not going anywhere. Are you inspiring your clients? So recently, Melinda's just, she's changing her casual coaching creation stuff because she's evolving. I'm like, that's awesome, right? Because you just go, oh my God, that's so cool. She always gives us permission to evolve our own programs and ourselves in our business, because we're always wanting to evolve and change and inspire new people. And what are you bringing to the table? All right, our clear chakras, our clear energies. We can have connection to the bigger picture. So having balanced chakras allows us to practice the art of surrender. So when we're pushing, yeah, it's a contractive energy. Sometimes we get to a point where it's just like, fuck this. And that's a beautiful place, because you let it go. You let go of the reins and you go, I don't even know. I don't know. Fuck it, whatever. Like it's a beautiful way to surrender. even though you've gone like, spend all this time, I've spent all this money, all this brain strain to try and get something to work. Whereas if you just breathe and surrender, you'll find that it probably falls into place exactly how it's supposed to. So when we become too attached to a specific outcome, we can miss anything or everything that's something even better. Balanced chakras can be a part of this journey, so helping individuals explore their inner selves and connect with their higher states of consciousness as well. So when we know how to do that, we can help our clients to do that as well. And again, through their language, you can kind of go, oh, yeah, okay, cool. So her energy center of the heart might be really blocked. And so, and I'll show you a slide soon. So the heart chakra can be blocked by grief. And for those of you doing timeline therapy, you know that we can clear that grief. So you can take them through a timeline of clearing grief. And they can help to open up their energy center of their heart so that they find more compassion for themselves and their place in the world and everyone else. So the crown chakra, so this is the connection to the divine or to source or God or whatever. And so you can ask yourself these questions. Am I expecting a specific outcome? Do I just need to have a rough idea sometimes? How do you want to feel about it? Are you taking action on the awareness that's coming through? Or is it just all up here? Do you feel connected to the service that you are providing? So again, and this kind of comes through all those energy centers as well. And so I love this, and I'm happy to share with you the PDF of this as well. So this is just a really beautiful cheat sheet of the 7 main chakras, because obviously we've got hundreds of chakras all around us. So these are the kind of the main 7 that I've gone through today. So the base chakra, which is that one that's from the pelvis, sort of that governs the bottom half of your body. So it's all about survival, grounding, safety, security. So this energy center is blocked by fear and opened with trust. And so we can gain trust in ourselves and what we do by going through, our gratitudes and wins again. What are we offering? What are you bringing to the table? And know that you can talk about something like this for 40 minutes, an hour, 90 minutes, whatever. Like, start to trust yourself. The sacral chakra, which was underneath that belly button, so that's the center of creativity. It's our emotional center. It's our pleasure center. And this can be blocked by guilt and opened with acceptance. And so when you know what is being blocked in a client or yourself, like the timeline's amazing for this kind of stuff. The solar plexus, which is above the belly button. So this is where we stand in our personal power. This is where our self-esteem sits and our ego. So this center can be blocked by shame. And it's whether we've been shamed by someone else and we've taken that on board, or our inner dialogue or our client's inner dialogue is just, it's continuing that repetitive shame of whatever circumstance. Could be something from, their childhood that they're still carrying with them. And so it's opened up with respect. So have respect that you've come such a far way from, you're not the same person you were 2 minutes ago, 2 years ago. But start treating your body with respect. Feed it well, nurture it well. Feed it beautiful thoughts. The heart center comes, this is all about unconditional love and compassion and abundance. Like I mentioned before, it's blocked by grief, so that heavy heart. It's open with forgiveness. So doing the Ho'oponopono with clients is amazing. And the first thing the first person I start when I do that with clients is themselves. The throat chakra, so there's neck area and that lower jaw. It's all about the communication. It's our self-expression. It's talking, living our truth, hearing the truth, not necessarily what we want to hear, but listening to make sure that we've got that comprehension beautifully tied up. It's blocked by lies. So when you're not living your truth, you're not in alignment with your soul's desires, your soul's wants. And obviously it's opened with truth. The third eye is all about our intellect. It's being able to see the bigger picture. It's our intuition, our inner wisdom. It's blocked by doubt. It's blocked by being rigid. It's open with belief, which makes sense, right? Believing in something just bigger than yourself, whether it's an angel, whether it's light, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then our crown chakra, which is the connection to the divine. It's all about our divine self, even the source, God. And it's blocked by attachment and opened up with surrender. So it's a really cool cheat sheet to have. So when you notice what your client's language is, you can kind of have a bit of a look and go, the love. Okay, cool. Her heart might need some loving. I need to maybe unblock the grief. Do the Ho'oponopono with her. Or just tap into your own intuition and find out what they want. So learning to balance and harmonize your own energy can help you to connect and get to know, like, and trust yourself. When you are in beautiful flow, it not only helps with your business, but it overflows into all areas of your life. The physical aspect, emotional, the social aspect, your family, your friends, your environment, occupational, intellectual, spiritual. Like, it's just this beautiful, you become this beautiful beacon of light, and people see that. People are attracted to that. So some people might not even like what you do or talk about, but they go, I fucking want to be around her energy because she's awesome, right? Just rub up against them. So overall, being energetically harmonized and stabilized in this energy can positively impact your business by enhancing your overall wellness, your well-being, your mindset, how you show up in your business to your clients, to the group calls, everything. When your chakras are in harmony, you're likely to experience increased energy, better focus, because you've not got the shit in the head, right? You've cleared out all that stuff. You've got beautiful creativity, like this energy of creativity is just flowing through you. And if you're not, then move that stagnant energy. All of these, which are valuable assets in the business world. Balanced chakras can also lead to improved emotional intelligence, like I said before. So aiding in effective communication, collaboration, and decision making, ultimately contributing to better leadership in your field and interpersonal relationships within your business endeavors, whether it's with clients or potential, people that you're going to work with in collaboration. So it's really, really cool that we are clean and clear so that our business is clean and clear. We want focused, flowing energy through our bodies so that the business can flow as well. Money can flow through.